Thank you for following our norms with getting quiet so we can preserve your time and make sure that we're moving the community circle along and that you're getting as much as you can from the reflections that we're doing in it today. I've got two special guests that are going to be our MCs for Community Circle this time, and then we've got some specially selected student participants to help us with our readings. So I'm going to turn it over now to Mr. and Ms. Brighton Academy.
If you don't know, my name is Gabby.
My name is Dion Smith.
And we just want to say welcome, and we're going to start off with our greeting. So today, you're going to greet 5 people. You're going to first tell them your name, no touching, we don't want to spread nothing, and you're going to give either an elbow bump or a little air clap, okay? So we're about to stand up and greet about 5 people, okay? Starting now. Okay, you guys, now we're going to announce our other superlatives, and we would like you guys to stand once we call your name, okay? For most academic, we have Khadijah Butte.
And we have Alex Orndorff.
Now, for most musical, we have Alexa Trick.
And Sincere Brown and Alex Orndorff.
Now, for most humorous, we have Nevaeh Gilbert.
And Richard Freeman.
Now, for most friendliest, we have Gabrielle Singer. And we have Zanon Garcia.
And we have Gavin Brown.
For most artistic, we have Sophie Lopez.
And Sincere Brown.
For most athletic, we have Amaya Richmond.
And we have Brayden Lou.
Mrs. and Mr. Brighton.
I'm going to invite up our student readers. This will be Teresa and Jayla.
And then you read it after me, okay? Everything negative pressure challenges is all opportunity for me to rise. Everything negative pressure challenges is all an opportunity for me to rise. Everything negative. To be up here because we were challenged by our academics to become successful throughout this month, and we overcame our academic challenges.
Sincere and Rachel.
Alright, I'm gonna say the quote and then can y'all repeat it? I'm reflective only in the sense that I learn to move forward. I reflect with a purpose. Can y'all say it back?
Okay, and the second quote is, I'm gonna say it back. Well, I'm gonna say it first and then you're gonna say it back. When we are saying this cannot be accomplished, this cannot be done, then we are shortchanging ourselves.
I feel this relates to me because when I first thought about joining JROTC, I told myself I couldn't accomplish this and was shortchanging myself. But next year, instead of selling myself short, I went for it and joined JROTC.
Of this quote already, so Elliot is gonna reread it, and then if Elliot and Sydney have any thoughts on how they connected to it, then they can share those as well.
I have a quote that from Kobe Bryant. I reflect only in the sense that I learn to move forward.
I reflect with a purpose, which is like I am determined to do things like that.
So did you notice a theme in today's readings? Thank Ms. Arnold for connecting all of our readings to a common theme, not only in honoring a very talented professional athlete, but someone who also worked very hard to bring his best to every game. Even though he was already very talented, he often spoke about how he had to continue to work hard, to continue to bring his best game every time. And so in a moment, I want you to synthesize and pick your favorite of these quotes. And so I'll just reread the three quotes, and you can kind of think about which one is your favorite. Number one, everything negative, pressure, and challenges is all an opportunity for me to rise. Number two, when we are saying this cannot be accomplished, that this cannot be done, then we are shortchanging ourselves. I'm reflective only in the sense that I learn to move forward. I reflect with a purpose. So I want you to turn and talk to a neighbor just for like 1 minute or so. What's your favorite quote and why are you connecting to that quote in that way?
Okay, so we have Nevaeh up here, and she's going to tell us what she shared with her partner about this book.
I shared with my partner Nick that you should keep trying and you shouldn't stop even if you don't accomplish something. You should like keep trying until you accomplish things, and like you should just give up, because giving up is for losers and you want to be a winner in life.
So now, Esau will share with us what he thinks.
What I think is basically what she said, but keep trying.
So the theme of today's community circle is that even if you're already talented at something, or even if you've already got hit a mastery level in one of your academic classes, or last year you were already at a level 3 on the GMAS, there's still room for you to improve. There's still room for you to up your game. We have a lot of high achieving students in this room that will be pushing themselves to get to that level 4 with milestones, and especially in these next few weeks as we're preparing for those tests. And towards the end of the month, you'll take math again, and that'll be your spring, like your final math test for the year. So even though it's only March, it'll only be the last week of March when you test for math. We want to make sure that you're representing yourself well, that you're being the best that you can to show all of that growth that you should have made for the school year. So it'll feel a little early for map testing, especially for the what we usually frame out as the end of the year. But do know that the map is normed to March. It's not going to count you as if you had finished the whole school year. When Ms. McDonald closes the window at the end of March, then it's giving you your national percentile ranking to all the other March testers. So just keep that in mind, that when you are putting forth your best effort to show all the growth that you've made over the year, then it is going to give you back a score that's relative to where you should be for March. And then make sure that you're pushing yourselves, focusing in class so that you can get as much of the review material as you can. But first, you put forth your best effort, get your assignments in, get your grades up. The grading period ends on March 10th, so those of you that are missing some work or procrastinating in some things that you've been meaning to finish, and you've only got a few more days before the grading term ends. You want to make sure that your report card represents your best efforts and not the lesser side of what you have. Because you all have the capacity to be great. You know that you've all hit your highest mark at some point in your life. Just like Kobe Bryant, he would have a really great game, and then he would have to push himself just as hard in the next one, so that he could keep having another great game.
Guys, I just want to say something on this topic right now that y'all are talking about today, because this is something that's special to me, that has really hit home for me when we're talking about some of the ideas that we're talking in the circle and our crew today, is being your best. You know, one thing that I could never do, and I joke about it with a lot of the staff, y'all don't know some of the things going behind the scenes, but a lot of times I just have to laugh about it, because I can never walk in a room, especially with all the gifted teachers we got here at Brighton, and think for a second that I'm the smartest person in the room. That's not going to happen. That's not who I am. But what I do is I can walk in a room and size things up and say, is anybody willing to outwork me? That's my talent, is working hard and digging deep. And one thing that really gets next to me in our society today is the word mediocrity. Being mediocre. Being average. Because young people, let me tell y'all, when I'm up here standing in front of this group and I'm looking out and I'm seeing faces that I've made connections with over the past 2.5 years, the amount of talent in this one room right now is absolutely terrifying to me. Y'all have so many gifts in this room, and I'm so proud of y'all for that. But I'm telling you right now that I'm challenging you every day to work hard. Don't be that type of person that says, oh man, I killed it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so come Thursday, I'm just going to kind of coast today because I really work hard. You can't do that. You've got to keep pedal to the metal and grind every day, because let me tell you, somebody out there is going to keep grinding every day and working hard. The cool thing about the point you're at in your life right now is you each have talents and gifts that is untapped potential for you right now that you don't even know you've got. That every day you ought to be striving to find what your gift is. And your gift ain't the same as the person sitting next to you. So don't ever make the mistake of saying, hey, as long as I'm keeping up with the person sitting beside me, I'm okay. That's not how you get ahead, and that's not how you achieve a level of greatness. You be the best you can be. Don't let the person sitting next to you define who you are today. Guys, I am so proud of y'all. And I can't say enough about how impressed every time I get to come out and see you perform in sport. Every time I see the things that's going on up here on this stage. This stage right here, I'm not ashamed ashamed to admit it. I'm not too ashamed to admit, I've been brought to tears more than one time by this stage right here. The work y'all have done. The work you've put into. It's incredible. The Black History thing we just did. Y'all have had 2 programs back to back that just, it filled my heart up. Guys, everybody in this room can do it. You've got to believe in yourself, because guess what? That's where it starts, is believing that you've got that potential inside you. I just want to come up here real quick and take a minute, because this is a topic that is so important. You got to work hard. I tell everybody, I'd a lot rather have an individual that I know is going to show up to work and work hard every day. They may not be the smartest person. But guess what? If you're the smartest person, if you don't show up to work with your toolbox, it don't matter what you got in your toolbox at home. You got to show up and earn it every day. Thank you, Ms. Speakers.
So now we have a video about Kobe Bryant that we're about to play.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride. Been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling stronger. What's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride. Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go. And every road you take always leads you. It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
As y'all can see, Kobe Bryant was a very impressive man. but he wasn't just impressive because he was an amazing basketball player, but because he was an amazing role model also. But for our closing, we want to say,
Great things come from hard work and perseverance. No excuses. This was said by the amazing Kobe Bryant. Have a good day, everyone.